Hey Pisces, I hope that you're all doing well today. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and if you're one of my incredible subscribers, thank you for being here. If you're not, please go ahead, hit subscribe, stay with us. It'd be great to have your energy throughout the channel. I fancy doing a rune reading for you all. So with that, I've gone ahead and I've cast them ahead of time. I've done so in order to save your ears from the clanking sounds. So please note, these messages will not resonate for everyone. So just take what does and leave the rest, okay? If none of it resonates, just not your message this time. I love working with the runes. I'm actually of Norwegian and Icelandic descendant. So to me, the very old Norse runes have a special place. I even have goosebumps. It's like I can feel the ancestors with me at this point in time. And I love the runes, and I hope that you'll appreciate the reading. Okay, so let's get started. Whatever the wheel is here of life, we're going to start with work. Your work situation as it stands is Turisage. Okay, so you've got Turisage. Now this is a very, very, very powerful rune. The energy that comes from this can be very destructive. A lot of people are afraid of this energy. So what this says to me is that either some of you might be studying, you might be working really hard at something and really giving it your all, and the reason why is that you want to do a good job, or maybe some of you are wanting to leave the situation that you're in. You could be dealing with an environment of people who could be filled with compulsion, or they might even be quite evil, or a lot of hate. I'm getting a lot of negative energy from the work aspect. I'm getting a toxic environment, if you will. And I feel that the energy, it's like I'm looking at the point at the end of Turisage here. And it's just like you have had to remain so strong. And what I mean by strong is just like the mountain. You stand there in your force and you weather so many storms. But I also feel that it's brewing a storm within you. I feel that you're getting angry enough. Yes, look at this. Two of Pentacles. Angry enough to weigh the pros and cons. To really look at, is this beneficial? How is this affecting my health? How is this affecting my sanity? How is dealing with this any good for me? Is it worth the money that I'm getting? Is it worth the time and the effort that I put in? You know, is there something better for me out there? Because I'm looking at the two ships. And if so, will I need to sacrifice something? And if I do have to sacrifice something, what is that going to be? Because I feel like something needs to be done here. Something really needs to be done about this work environment, because I am not feeling that it is a good one or a healthy one for you. That doesn't mean up and quit tomorrow, but that does mean maybe start weighing out your options and looking at different courses of action and places to be. Because here we go. The King of Pentacles. I feel like you're staying where you might be at because it pays the bills and it allows you to live comfortably. But this card also speaks to the fact that you've got the talents, the energy, the drive, the motivation, the skills. You're showing up as a king. You have all of these traits that you can utilize to make money. You're enterprising. You're somebody who can make any venture successful. You'll find opportunity everywhere. You're somebody who can attract wealth. You're someone who can take an idea and you can make it work. You could even be a natural manager or business person. You're very adept, right? You're informed about practical matters. You've got a wide range of natural abilities. You also have probably quick reflexes. You could be very skillful with your hands, but you handle a situation competently. Most importantly is that you're reliable. You meet all of your commitments and your promises. You assume responsibility. You're dependable and unfailing. You can be counted on in a crisis. You serve as a rock for others to lean on. You're supportive. You encourage the accomplishments of others. You readily jump in to help. You could even be a bit of a philanthropist. You give generously of your time and your attention, right? And you're very steady. You work towards a goal with a firm resolve. You avoid mood and behavior swings where you try to. You have regular habits or activities, maybe. You tend to be a stabilizing influence, or you're trying to maintain a calm or even approach. But what I think is happening here is whether you've got jealousy going on in the work environment or whether you have toxicity for that matter, I just feel like there's a hammer and it's starting to hammer at you. And I feel it's like death by 1,000 paper cuts. You know what I mean? It's like one blow after the other, and they could be very minute, but it's to a point where it's forcing you to see your power and your strength. And what are you going to do with that? So I feel like there's a lot to look at here because you don't know. You don't know, and you've got subconscious fears here about moving on. You don't know what path lies ahead of you, but I do feel that there is a change that's coming in here. I feel that you're going to be looking at different options and weighing them out, and I think it's for the best. I think it's time possibly that you move on, because I'm even getting a sense of darkness, depression. There's just something in your work environment that is not good and it's not healthy for you. That's what I feel with this tourissage. And even if you can't leave your job, then it's very much important to set boundaries and come in firm and come in strong. Know that you have these qualities. Don't let somebody's mind games or somebody's words make you feel like you don't really have a strong sense of self, okay? Because I'm seeing illusion here or fear. It's like somebody in authority may manipulate you by getting you to do more than your share. And they do that because they've got that power and that authority, and because you're trying to please and you are a good worker, you always show up. But then what they do is they pile more on you while others get away with doing nothing. I'm just getting a very strong feeling here of like a heaviness and confusion, and I feel like whatever this is, they distort the facts. So they may even make you think you're crazy so that they knock you off your balance. Okay? But I feel like it's causing ups and downs for you now. Maybe you tried to avoid mood swings in the past, but it's like you're at the point now where you can't do it anymore. So there we are. I feel like you tread very carefully, or you will be treading very carefully, which is good. Take one step in front of the other, but you got to be strong in the face of dealing with whatever this energy is. Try not to bring it home with you, okay? Try really hard, whether that means you come home and you clear your mind through meditation. Whatever it is that's self-love and self-care for you, that's important. Make sure you're incorporating that into your daily practice, okay? Next on the list, if it's not to do with work, I mean, you should be okay though for money from what I saw with that King of Pentacles. But next on the list, what I love is in the beginning here. So the beginning piece of the pie, you've got this beautiful rune, which is Othila. Othila is one of the best rune. It's my favorite rune personally. And it speaks to inherited property or group order or experience. There's a lot of experience that you have, but also you're able to see a big picture, Pisces. So I feel like with all of your experience, you're going to be beginning something new here. And like I said, you may inherit some money, you could inherit some property, or you could even inherit or start beginning to learn more about your history and your ancestry to see what it is that you've inherited from them. And I think that you're going to be very pleased with what it is that you learn, or you might even be celebrating, depending on what you're inheriting. I feel like you're going to be in a good place. I feel like you're going to be inheriting happiness, success, good times. There's a lot of good here, Pisces, for you, but something to celebrate. There's something that you're going to be celebrating. I'm getting the let your hair down. So what is it that you could be inheriting? This could be a lawyer, All right, this King of Swords, but somebody may want to begin something with you, and it could be a friend. Could be a friend from the past, but somebody here, I've got this Aquarius energy or air energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, doesn't have to be. But I feel that this person isn't telling you completely what their intentions are, but they want to begin something with you. You make them feel happy, you make them feel good. You really bring out a lot, and oh, look at that, they're sexually attracted to you. So just as I said, begin. Your inherited gifts and your experience, however it is that you're carrying yourself at this point in time, you are attracting some sexual energy, okay? You might go out and socialize with somebody. Somebody may offer to take you out or just get together with you, even spend some time in nature. I don't know, but I feel like this person, you really ignite a fire within them, and they want to consume you. I don't know where I just got that from, but it's like they want to consume you. So this beautiful beginning, I think also it's going to help you get clear on some situation with them. Like maybe this is something you've been waiting on for a while, or maybe something new is going to be made known, something you didn't realize before. But you've got the Six of Swords here, and I really like the Six of Swords because I like the fact that it's a transition and it's a change, and maybe perhaps you've just gone through some rough times as of late, or if you were going and experiencing some rough waters, if you will. I'm getting this feeling like you're beginning a new cycle. You're coming out of experiencing low-level sadness, or maybe you felt as though you were just keeping your head above water, and maybe that's how this person was feeling too. And perhaps the joining of your energy, you're going to recover. Some of you might even be thinking about traveling to your homelands. And I know that kind of seems a little bit weird, but it might be that you're waiting for restrictions or whatever it be to clear up a little bit because you want to be reunited with friends, family. You want to go home. I'm getting a real sense of home here. And even if not home, I feel like some of you are at a point where you might begin, especially with all of your experience, and maybe you've outgrown the area that you're in. You might be moving. You might move from one place to another. It could even be a town. I feel like you need a change of scenery. Being uprooted, going on a journey and entering into a new frame of mind especially. And who knows, maybe you're going to get an inheritance that's going to help you to begin this journey. So whether that be wisdom, whether that be money, whether that be help, there's some kind of inheritance here that you're going to be getting that is going to assist you. And I feel like you're going to be taking a journey. I feel like you're also recovering from a lot at this point in time. Some of you really were dealing with a tough time. It was like there's a lot that was going on, and maybe some of you are just starting to get your health back. You're picking up the pieces. You're thinking of heading towards a more positive place, something that's going to make you very happy, and I think you'll be very welcomed there, wherever it is that you're going, okay? So for those of you that are planning on beginning a journey, have at it. You got great things that are coming for you. Next piece of the puzzle, next piece of the pie, next piece of your life wheel here, we've got manifest. And on manifest, we've got the rune Awaz, or Awaj, depends on how you pronounce it for yourself. And again, that speaks to transportation, sending, communication, okay? So some of you might be communicating via email. Maybe you're sending out new resumes. I'm getting that some of you might be communicating with others about manifesting something new in your life. But I feel that it's been a little bit of a struggle, but I think it has to do with Sohilo here, because that's another rune that's fallen, and I feel that it's pretty much on this piece of the pie here with the manifest. And I feel that you are feeling a life force. And I feel that you want health and victory, honor, success, but I feel like you're not feeling or creating it or seeing it happen where you're at. And I think that that might be the reason for the movement. Yeah, look at this. 8 of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. So it's like, I'm getting this feeling like you've just given up. You've stopped putting in the effort into what it is that it's around you. Some of you may be hesitant. Maybe you're thinking about moving on, but you're worried that you need to increase your knowledge or that you need to learn a new craft or skill. Some of you might be researching, or you're in the process of finding out the facts, and maybe that's what it is if you're trying to look for more happiness, you may be in that process of researching what might be best for you, but you just haven't found the right answer yet. Okay? But I just feel like you're not very entertained anymore in the cycle that you've been in, and I feel like you're just not putting any more effort into whatever it is, and that you're ready to move on. Look at that. Yeah, see? It's not manifesting. It's not growing. And maybe this could even just be your external environment. It's like you've outgrown this stage. There's something here that just isn't happening. You're not seeing the fruits of your labor, for example, with work. Maybe you're not enjoying the environment. Perhaps the environment isn't a loving and nurturing one. Perhaps you don't feel like all of your needs are being met. And there it is again, that 6 of Swords in reverse. This is about wanting to get out of this situation or this place. So you definitely need to change your scenery. And I feel as though some of you may even travel. You haven't been traveling for a while. Possibly because you've put yourself too much into work. But there's something about a new perspective. And I just feel that the energy that you've had around you as of late just hasn't been very loving or nurturing. You could have had a bad experience or a negative experience or a sad experience with a motherly figure or a grandmother. All right, there could be something here in terms of a parent archetype who hasn't been very loving and nurturing. And I feel like you're not nurturing yourself. And that could have been because you've had a rough time, or you're just stagnant. So I feel like you're not even taking care of yourself properly because you're just, I don't know, I feel like you've lost the lust for life. So what I love is going back to this begin, because you've got that Ace of Fire. That's the life force energy. And you are manifesting your happiness. So continue to research. The answers are going to come to you, all right? But not only that, we can also look at the family piece of the pie. And the rune that has landed on that is Inguge. So this is about common sense or home. Funny, home, traveling home. Family love, caring, and relief. So again, perhaps you're going to be getting some kind of inheritance, and maybe that's what that not working was about. Maybe you're going to make enough money that you're not going to have to work, and you'll be able to move on to something new for a little while. You can put that time and effort into learning new experiences. But there's something here about family. Look at that. That looks like a DNA strand. Again, inheritance, which we were talking about over here with Othello. So there's something that you're inheriting here, and I feel that it's going to be the benefit of you. Some of you are going to be getting help from family in some way, shape, or form. Beautiful. And I just felt a need to cry. And I don't know if that's like a release of relief. Perhaps that's what you've just been needing for some time. Maybe you're going to be able to see your family or some members of the family, someone that you love, that you've missed, that you haven't spent time with, because it's like I'm getting this feeling of going back to your roots and how it brings you a sense of self. Yeah, look at that. King of Cups. Maybe you miss your father. Maybe you're missing a masculine energy in your life. Maybe you don't have family at this point in time, and you're striking out to find family. A family that you can call your own. Why am I feeling so emotional? I feel like some of you just need a big hug. You need to know you belong. And maybe that's what all of this is about. It's just maybe you haven't felt like you've belonged in a long time. Maybe you just haven't felt like you've been home, right? Maybe you don't feel like this is home. Maybe there's just a party that just can't settle. And that could be why you want to run. Maybe a lot of you have been running a lot through your whole life. Perhaps maybe you've traveled a lot. And now you're trying to find the place that will make you happy. But if we continue on, because this King of Cups in reverse, I'm getting this feeling like not emotionally settled, not emotionally happy, not emotionally content. There's something stirring within the soul, or there's something that's pushing you somewhere else. And of course that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. And I feel like maybe it's just the energies around you that just haven't made you feel alive. They could be draining you as much, and maybe you're just, again, trying to keep your head above water because there's something else you want to do. Look at this, more air energy, Aquarius. So this is about being bold and being brave. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe you just haven't felt that sense of strength, right? And I think that whatever it is that you're going to be inheriting, or whatever gifts that are coming here, it's going to help you begin. And it's about being strong and knowing that you have, remember when we were talking about that King of Pentacles energy, you have so many talents to use. So this is about making it happen, right? Because this is your Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is somebody who is direct. They're frank and outspoken. They get straight to the point. Also, they let others know where they stand. They give honest answers. They're authoritative. They're incisive. They're knowledgeable. They're logical. And I feel like this is acting with total certainty. So I feel like maybe you could have even been missing some of that father energy, that fatherly energy, masculine energy, if you will, of teaching you this point of being able to look at what it is, setting aside emotional factors, and to make sense out of confusion, and to just take that sword and run with it and make your decisions. There's something about being bold and brave here. I feel like, yes, it's going to take a little bit of work because it's change. Everything takes time to change and effort, but that's where that manifest was coming up in reverse. And I feel like some of you just may be so emotionally exhausted too that you just haven't had that effort. But use your brain here, and not only that, find out all of the information you can. That you're going on a journey, and I feel like big changes are going to come, and you better be ready to roll with it. There's something good coming here for you, okay? And sure enough, the last piece of the pie you've got is Spirit. And sitting on Spirit, you've got the rune Kenaz, which is creativity, inspiration, revelation, and knowledge. So, like I said, that fire is starting, and maybe even that fire is starting with you and this other person, this air sign. Maybe you're going to be going on a journey together, and it could be metaphorical. Maybe this is going to be a start of a relationship for you. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a physical journey, like I said, packing up and moving. Maybe it'll be heading home and getting the support of family, or moving out to find the family, your soul tribe. But here we go with Kenaz, creativity, inspiration, revelation, and knowledge. What have we got? Yeah, getting out of your own heads. Spirit also feels like you, or they're showing me that you may be a little bit afraid. you may be afraid to step forward at this point in time, and maybe you feel like you're at this all alone, but you're not. Spirit is with you. And that beautiful energy of inspiration. But I also like the revelation. So there's something here that you haven't been seeing, and it's also your knowledge. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit, Pisces, in terms of the skills that you have. And that fear may be what's been stopping you from manifesting your dreams. Just as I say fear, 9 of Swords, but it's all in your mind. You're going from the 8 of Swords to the 9 of Swords. I feel like there's a sense of anxiety. So if that be the case, write it all out. Get all of the negative thoughts that are swirling around in your head out on paper. Don't even give them any more thought. Just get them out, and then all of a sudden you'll feel clear to hear yourself. Because your thoughts, perhaps because you haven't had the energy, or maybe you haven't had the health, or maybe you haven't had the inspiration. I feel like you've gotten trapped in your own mind. And because you've been in your own mind, you feel like you're alone here. Like, I'm seeing this, I'm alone, and I need some guidance, I need some support, I need something from somebody or something, right? So Spirit is here to tell you that, you know, even if there are things that you want to change, you can. You just have to look at the pieces of all of the amazing talents that you have and get those going for yourself, right? Because there it is, Page of Pentacles, but in reverse. That's what it is. You don't think you can begin something new. You might be a little turned off about how much work it's going to take. Maybe you feel as though you don't know enough, but you do. You have the knowledge, you have the experience, you have Ophala here. That's a powerful rune. That's the ending of the cycle of the runes, which means you get it. You can see the positives and negatives. You can see everything as a whole, this whole circle here. It speaks to having all of your elements in balance. But I feel like your elements are a little out of balance for starting something new, because you're very much trapped in these fearful thoughts in your mind. So at this point in time, you're not making your plans real. You're not using your body. You're not achieving tangible results. You're not acting on your dreams. You're not getting events in motion. And I think that is what Spirit is asking. And it's also saying that you're not being trusting. Okay? So you don't accept that there's a solution well in hand, and you're not having faith in others. You're also not accommodating uncertainty, meaning that if you do take a journey into something new, or you do take a step forward to something new, it's like you stop yourself out of fear before you even try. And this isn't a bad thing. You've gone through a lot. You've really gone through a lot. And I'm getting a feeling like some of you are coming out of some real hard knocks as of late. And maybe it was just like an ongoing thing. It was just one thing after the other after the other. And now Spirit is saying, you know, you don't need to prove yourself dependable to other people. Instead, prove it to yourself. And actually, you don't even have to prove it to yourself. You just need to look back on how far you've come, and you'll see that you've already proved it to yourself, but you just got to give yourself the credit. So stick by your commitments. Make your plans real. Experience nature if you need to. Just get away for a while. Apply the tools that you have at hand. Find a solution that works for you. No more daydreaming. No more giving up. You can do this. Be prosperous. Draw to you what you need. Increase your means. Grow and expand. Enrich yourself. This also talks about going out and meeting success. To seek abundance. And that Spirit is behind you. They'll give you whatever it is that you want. There it is. There's the daydreaming. So I feel like you've got some options. You're going to be looking at them. You're going to be investigating them. But I feel like something new is on its way for you that you're going to make happen. It's going to take some work and energy. So I guess the question is, Pisces, can you dig down deep and find that energy to take on the unknown? Or are you just comfortable right now? Is the comfort becoming your safe haven that's stopping the growth. There's some food for thought. All right, Pisces, I hope you enjoyed your rune reading. I'm sending you so much love, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.